Allowances. I haven't had allowance since I was a kid, but in the mortgage business, you can get income allowances. Let's talk about it. So we don't see these often. Well, I mean, I guess it depends on who you are. You may see it every day, right? But at the end of the day, income allowances are going to be things like automobile allowance. Like you have an employer, some money to help offset the cost of your gas and the maintenance for your auto. They don't actually like pay for the car, but they might give you an auto allowance, an automobile allowance, a housing allowance. See that for a lot of ministries, churches, things like that, where it's like they'll pay the normal cost or whatever it is to salary, etc. Give a housing allowance that says here's this many dollars to be used for housing. So that's very common in that profession as well. And then the other big one we see is military income allowances, but they are allowances, but the allowances they have are just, that's a lot of stuff, right? Whether it's, military based pay, whether they pay for combat pay or flight pay. Army Ranger buddy and I, we were out drinking a couple buddies, and he said something like all the different pays they get, right? Combat pay, jump pay, hazard, whatever it was, all that stuff, overseas pay. And he slipped up in one of his words. And then so he made the joke they even get grammar pay because he said the sentence incorrectly, or bad grammar, at least poor grammar. So we made joke that there's even grammar pay. But the military, certainly they have their fair share for sure, right? Whether it's quarter allowance and rations and variable housing allowance, all that stuff. So of course, anything with VA, that's pretty easy, right? Because that's pretty well defined. It's the VA, it's a veteran or active military or whatever. Like we get all that. Active duty, like we understand that, we do a ton of those. So while those are under this, income allowances, and that is absolutely true. Again, being VA, that's kind of pretty cut and dry, like what we can do and not do. But for other stuff, the stuff that's out there for companies, because companies do auto allowances very differently. They do allowance. They might even do like a meal reimbursement or entertainment reimbursement stuff. That's more a gray area because again, there's so many different companies that do it so many different ways with so many none of this is guaranteed to be like, I mean, the VA stuff, that like I said, that's guaranteed. But the reality is this other stuff, we got to figure out if it works, if we can use it, and that can impact your debt to income. That can impact whether you qualify for that home or not. So it's really important. It depends on the program you're doing, depends on how the pay is, how long you've received it, how long you're going to receive it, which your employer will tell us. So it's a real thing. So absolutely, please understand. This is something that if you are in the process or about to be in the process of buying a home or refinancing a home, bring it up and let's get all that documentation as quick as possible. And let's get to that solution as quick as possible. Let's not wait and have this be a surprise that we experienced in the last minute. So for the military folks out there, love you. God bless you. We're so glad, I'm honored and God bless our military. Those are a little easier to deal with just because, again, we know what we're looking at. The other stuff, but military, by the way, get your stuff in soon. Get it quick. Get it into as quick as possible. So if you have questions, the Mortgage Mark team is here to help. We appreciate everyone. And if you have questions, reach out to us and look forward to hopefully hearing from you soon. Grammar pay. And remember, when you think mortgage, think Mark.